neck. If you do it the other way, it's a little silly, but whatever. Okay, where the buttonholes are, push a pin through at that spot on each one. So this is my neck, the long part. I'm matching this folded line, which is center front to center front. Thread trace, push a pin, center front thread trace. So the buttonholes and the buttons will go on the center front for a single breasted style, okay? Okay, so I get all the, there's one more I missed, okay. Okay, so you get it marked, then grab your chalk pencil and mark the end points. You already got the line there, so you don't need that. You just need where they go. Chalk it at each of the pin marks.
Nice,
okay, so far so good?
Yes.
Okay. And some of you may not get to this until Tuesday.
Yep.
But you better check what their hours are, okay? All right, that comes off, I've got my buttonholes marked, I know where they go. If you're taking it to Jonathan's, bring them a scrap piece of fabric, enough that they can fold it 3 times, because you're gonna have interfacing, you're gonna make 1 extra buttonhole, all right? You're gonna have interfacing plus the 2 layers, right? Interfacing plus the 2 layers, so bring them fabric that they can fold, excuse me, to do a test buttonhole, right? Make sense? Okay, that's the buttonhole marking.
How long is a button? How long?
It's usually 1/8 longer than the button itself.
Also, it depends on the button. Like I have
It
a
depends
button.
on thickness.
My home sewing machine does buttonhole, but I have
Like you have to do it individually, yeah. You have to do a test buttonhole. Usually it's 1/8 longer than the button if it's a flat button. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the sleeve. This is why I was pushing to get these 2 parts. If you get the neck done and you get the hem, even if you only stitch this much of the hem, you can go and take it for buttonholes, all right? And then finish the hem later, you know what I mean? This stitch goes all the way to the edge for the hem, bottom. Okay, this is the sleeve. Okay, the sleeve, remember we identified the little part is the back. Okay, the little part's the back. The front is the big part. The buttonhole goes on the front. Usually it goes midway. Some people think the cuff's too wide for that and they want to put 2 buttons. That's fine. The supply list is for 1, all right, your choice. Some people do a button up a little higher so they can flip the cuff up. I'm going to do it just classic, where it's just in the middle. So if you have a 5/8 button, which is a 24 line button, right? You would start from the finished edge of cuff, 1/2 inch, 1/8 less than the size of button. So 5/8 minus 1/8 equals 1/2. If you had a 1/2 inch button, you would do 1/2 inch minus 1/8, you'd start 3/8 from the finished edge. Okay, 1/8 less than the diameter of the button. Okay, I got a 5/8 button. So I fold my cuff so the top edge matches my seam, and I crease it here. Okay, that. And I'm going to put a pin there because I can't see my crease. Okay, so find the middle. And just stick a pin there, right? And then from the edge, I'm going to go 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch in from the edge, 1/8 less than the diameter of the button, and I'm going to make a dot on that middle line. The length of the buttonhole is usually 1/8 larger than the button. So if I have a 5/8 or 24 line button, 5/8 plus 1/8 means I got a 3/4 inch button. But you should do a test. Okay, so that's enough. You're taking it to Jonathan's. That's all they need to know. Where it begins, where it ends. Bring a button. You don't know. And bring a button. Let them figure it out. That's their business. That's what they do. Okay. So again, this goes on the front cuff. So when you wear it, it goes this way over. The button's here, right? Just like your shirt, right? You all have shirts at home to look at. The front is the bigger section. The button will go on the little section. Okay, got it? Make sense? Okay, let me just show you this machine real quick.